it's too late now. I've already hit record. Hello, WiLLo Davis. How's it going? People always ask if we're like about to pull up like an Amberlynn video to react to or whatever. There's someone who's just like, what's this lady's story? I don't know if they find me from other things that I've done, which would be great, or they're just new to the whole thing. So people say like, what's the story with Amberlynn? Why do you guys all watch her and are obsessed or whatever? And that's a good question, and it's quite a difficult question. I've always thought like, maybe someday I'll do like a whole lore video on like how we got here with all the details and information and dramas and whatnot, but I just don't see that happening anytime soon. So instead, I'm just gonna try my best to like remember the whole story of how we got here. And so if anyone ever comes by, I can point them to this video, because I'm certainly not gonna send you to anyone else. Let's keep it in house. But anyway, so I scrolled all the way down to the bottom of her videos here, and I'm just gonna use it to remember the sequence of events to the best of my knowledge. I could be completely wrong about these things. Doesn't matter. So to keep it real basic, like a quick summary, I think she started making YouTube videos as like a weight loss kind of channel, or just kind of like vlogging her experience trying to lose weight 9 years ago, but it just hasn't gone well, and that's what people are so interested in is the downfall in a way. But so she didn't really get that many views or had a lot of people following her journey at the beginning. I think it was a couple years into it when she started doing like mukbangs involved in it that she really started get more popular on there. That's how I remember that bit. That's basically how she got attention on YouTube back in the day and how we got here. But let's see how much of a timeline I can work up here. So she starts making videos. I believe at this time she was living with Crystal, one of her her girlfriend at the time. Amberlynn lived with Crystal and Crystal's family, like her parents and everything. So she like moved in with them. Before that, she was like other places, living with other people. She basically got like sent around growing up because she couldn't be with her parents, so she was whatever orphan, kind of adopted in by families and stuff or whatever, going through the system, as they say. But anyway, so she was with Crystal. I think like Crystal's parents, it seems like they kind of like tried to help her with her weight loss and stuff, like, kept her on track, whatever. So I believe she was like losing weight at this time. And at a certain point, Amberlynn and Crystal kind of like break up, but she's still like living with their family, whatever. They're still like friends, whatever. I don't know how they do it. So they break up. I think Crystal initiated that. And then they're just kind of like living together for a while. Like she lives with Crystal's family. And I believe at a certain point, she starts talking to Destiny online, who's another girlfriend of Amberlynn's, the next one in the timeline. And I'm pretty sure like they talk, and then one day they just decide to move in together, Amberlynn and Destiny. Let's see where we are. We're 8 years ago, still hanging with Crystal here. The videos around this time are like kind of random. There's like a couple like really short ones, and then there's vlogs, and there's like other little kind of like taste test things or whatever. The scene of vlogging, like YouTube at the time, was like totally different. So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure how it went down is she was still living with Crystal's family, and then was talking to Destiny. And at some point, they just decide to meet each other and move in together at the same time, or at least within the span of a few days. Okay, yeah, so beginning of June 2015 about that happened. And then, hey, you can watch my whole video recently about Gracie, the cat that they got. That was a whole big problem. Did a whole video on that recently. But anyway, so yeah. At this point, goes from Crystal to Destiny. You'll see a trend of very quick transitions between living with girlfriends. This part is pretty complicated as far as like living situation stuff, because it like changed a bunch of times. They lived in Florida, they lived in Kentucky, they might have been somewhere else too, or at least a different apartment or something. I want to say they started in Florida, but there's also like a transition of them staying with like Destiny's parents for a couple of days, one or the other at different times while they're getting things sorted. But I think they might have started in Florida, and then eventually I think they moved in with Destiny's mom for a little bit in Kentucky, and I guess then they got their own place after that. But the point is, through the Destiny era, it was like in Florida, it was in Kentucky. She had some jobs. She worked at like an assisted living kind of place. She has some kind of like desk job where she had like a government job. I've been using quote bunnies a lot lately. Also, at some point during that, her YouTube career starts taking off. Went through a couple of phases of like, Destiny was just the one working while Amberlynn was like trying to find a job or whatever, or like getting a job and switching a job, working with Destiny for a while and having to get driven into work by Destiny because Amberlynn doesn't drive. Anyway, at some point in there, she starts blowing up on YouTube, getting income from that. And I believe at some point around there, or maybe like towards the end of that relationship, Amberlynn got to the point, like, I guess there was a life change where like she would have had to like switch jobs or something, but instead she was like, oh, you know what, I could just do YouTube at least for a while for money. Yes, here we are. 5 years ago, the video is I Quit My Job. There you go, that's probably it. Yes, and the breakup. So, Destiny, one of Destiny's co-workers, while she was working, I guess, at some point after Amberlynn quit, Destiny was talking to her co-worker, by the name of Dana, who Destiny eventually left Amberlynn for. I think they made an attempt at making it seem like a natural shift or whatever, but looking back on it now, and I think a lot of the people in the old Amberverse kind of look back at it and agree, there was definitely something shady on Destiny's part. On Destiny's part in that breakup, like at least some kind of like emotional cheating or whatever you'd call it. So yeah, Destiny leaves Amberlynn for another woman. Here we have the We Broke Up video, Get Drunk With Me, the Valentine's Day drunk video. At that point, Destiny and Dana are together, and she notes in that video, Amberlynn does note in that video, like, what if Destiny gets someone what if Destiny finds someone else? And Amberlynn's like, she already did. But anyway, she continued to live with Destiny for just a little bit, little transition period there. And then for a brief amount of time, I believe she was living on her own in an apartment, just working off of YouTube money and doing mukbangs and stuff. This video says new apartment. It was uploaded on March 6th, 2017. And yeah, so brief period of living on her own. At this point, she starts talking to Becky for a bit online. So new apartment was March 6th, 2017. The video Meet My Girlfriend, which is referring to Becky, was uploaded May 26th, 2017. So, you know, less than 3 months, 2 months, 2.5 months ish. She was single and living alone. How about that? I think that's about the longest gap between partners in her adult life. So yeah, I believe her and Becky met talking online. I think Becky messaged her when she broke up with Destiny. I don't know if she was like a viewer or what. Here's a moving video, August 28th, 2017. So it was the end of May. Becky was, I gotta stop with the buddies, the quote buddies. Amberlynn says Becky, give me a second. Amberlynn says Becky's her girlfriend at the end of May, and then at the end of August, they moved in together. You could see she's sitting in Eric and Ricky's apartment where Becky also lived. and is now her apartment. So that's 3 months. 3 months of, I guess, knowing Becky to move in with her. I don't judge. So at this point, it's been years since she started the channel that started as like a weight loss journey thing. And it just has not been working out in a positive direction in that regard. But also the channel at this point is basically just her showing her life and whatever. Like, it's obviously not just like a dieting channel or something. But I do believe that's where a good reason why a lot of people are obsessed with watching and keeping up on Amberlynn is to see like, how's that going, you know? And now it was kind of around the early Becky era that I finally found Amberlynn. I want to say it was during a Vlogmas one year, maybe 2017 or something. I guess, yeah, probably around like this stuff. Yeah, something around here. I guess the end of 2017, I started catching up with this stuff, caught on to the saga. So Amberlynn moves in with Becky, who lives with Eric and Ricky. She brings Twinkie Star with her, the dog she had with Destiny, and Rarity Gray and Wasabi, the cats. Did she get Rarity with Destiny? I don't know, but whatever. She's coming into this apartment, it's like a rented house with Eric and Ricky and Becky, and now Amberlynn and Amberlynn's pets, Twinkie Star, Rarity Gray, and Wasabi. And Eric and Ricky have 2 dogs, Trixie and Chubbs. They're all living in this rented house, which was the best location in all the Amberlynn videos, in my opinion. Just having that full house with lots going on, lots of guest stars and whatnot, that was just the best time. That was peak right there. This eventually led to like a pretty bad time for Amberlynn, not because of like the living situation, but just like her health really declined to like one of its lowest points during these years here with Becky and living in this place. Just real decline. Still hanging out with Destiny and Dana. They remain friends, even though things are shaky now, apparently. But we'll get there, I guess. Introducing Eric and Ricky and his characters was wonderful. Eric started vlogging for a while, couple of years, and it was just nice to get the alternate perspective on things as well, which really helped keep things entertaining in the space around that time. Now around here is where I started reacting to Amberlynn videos. I was already on YouTube doing little things, my own little vlogs, trying to just get something to take off or whatever. Eventually, kind of reviewed or reacted to or responded to some Amberlynn videos that a lot of people enjoyed, and there was a demand at the time for the type of content that Zach and Michael B. Petty were already starting to do. Let's see, Fell in the Lake video was uploaded May 26, 2018, and that's around the time that I started reacting. And then a bunch of people started doing it too. It was like a renaissance moment or something. I don't know. There was just this sudden market on YouTube for it. It was really blowing up by the algorithm. But anyway, yeah, health declining mentally and physical. Oh god, a chili recipe. Amberlynn's chili is very watered down. While I'm here describing how we got here, might as well just put little notes in as well. It's so funny. She made the chili a bunch of times. It's just a loose soup. It's very funny, and everyone swears that it's good. Okay, anyway, decline. Let's see. Okay, beginning of June 2020, Amberlynn was diagnosed with cancer. I think it was uterine. She gets a hysterectomy. At this point, like, she had, whatever, 100-something thousand subscribers. A bunch of people were reacting to her and stuff up to that point. When she got the diagnosis, a lot of people, as far as the reaction channels go, a lot of them backed off, including me, other people that I know. Obviously, I mean, like, no need to poke any fun or criticize someone who's suffering through something like that. And right around this time, yeah, they moved too. Becky and Amberlynn move out of that place with Eric and Ricky. First grocery haul in new home was uploaded July 15th, 2020. And this was like this fancy schmancy kind of apartment complex. I think in or near Lexington, right? A lot of people would probably say there was some content quality decline at this point. People realized how much fun it was to have the random characters popping in. Still had Becky there, but Becky was also dealing with her own stuff, and, you know, just going through it. So Amberlynn's videos, she's doing just like, it feels like some more sit down stuff, or more like, yeah, grocery haul stuff like that, which, I mean, that's during COVID lockdown stuff anyway, so obviously they're not running out to Walmart or going mini golfing or anything like that. So yeah, they get this nice new apartment, and then they get locked down in it for a long time. Lots of what I ate in a day videos. Oh man, I was looking for like the live stream era at this point, but I forgot YouTube like doesn't put them in the same place. Okay, somewhere around beginning of June 2021, Amberlynn starts doing a bunch of live streams, like at least like 2 decent sized live streams a week, and that like for like a good part like replaced her actual uploads for a while. Like she'd throw in the occasional like extra upload or like a what I ate in a day quick thing to go along with these live streams that she was doing a couple times a week. And during this live stream era, where it was her and Becky reading the comments and whatnot and talking back to the haters, we have something to tell you live stream that happened on June 29th, 2021, where they announced that they're breaking up. Becky initiated it, and it was just this whole ongoing thing because Becky was still living there for a while, getting things sorted out and whatnot. They were just living together as roommates, and they kept doing these live streams. Becky would still take part in the live streams, and there's this whole weird thing about like Amberlynn still paying her for her time on the live streams and stuff and whatnot. It was weird, but you know, it really caught people's attention. So there you go. And not too long into this, within a couple of weeks at most, Amberlynn's already like talking to other people on the side. Not really on the side, but you know what I mean, on the DL. And I think Amberlynn keeps trying to like throw people off from like figuring out who her current partner is, which like fine, like obviously I'm not gonna condone doxing or anything, but like Amberlynn, I think, has like said a couple of times that like it was like a couple of different people over the course of those like weeks or whatever, or something, that she was talking to at different times. Like I feel like, I don't know if I've ever heard it from her directly, but people have said like she says that the person she's with now is not Wifey, which is what she called the person that she was talking to when she was still living with Becky, but I don't think that's true. Again, like I'm definitely not condoning any kind of doxing, but like I feel like it's just been the same person who she's now calling Feline, which is a nickname. Wifey's also a nickname. What else did she call her for a while? I think she was calling her Alex for a while, which I think was like an attempt to throw people off or something. Whatever. So Becky moved out. Wifey moved in, or I guess we're calling her Feline now, moved in to that apartment where Amberlynn was living, where Becky had just moved out. And that's basically where we are today. The same kind of vibe. It's just Amberlynn. We don't get to see Amberlynn's girlfriend on camera ever, other than like sometimes her hand or arms or legs or whatever. Trying to keep her safe from the haters. But yeah, and it's honestly been kind of boring. Like, obviously, you know, whatever, it's been years of pandemic and can't really go out too much or whatever. So it was just a lot of hauls, grocery hauls, torrid hauls, what I eat in a day. Never any new characters in, really. It's just Amberlynn just showing off things that she bought. No other good characters. Feline is there off to the side a lot, throwing her voice in at random times. We never get to see her, very mysterious and spooky. And yeah, that's basically like the big updates. Along the way, there was different dramas and diet plans and doctors and new ideas with intuitive eating. There was a vegan moment many years ago. And yeah, then we're at modern day, still in that apartment, still with Feline, and that's it. So yeah, guys, last year during December, on here on YouTube, I really can't talk. I did the 5 years of Amberlynn Vlogmas, where sometimes I'd record it, sometimes we just do it live. I would go back and watch a 5-year span of Amberlynn Vlogmas videos. Like so for Vlogmas Day 1, I took the Vlogmas Day 1 from like whatever it was, 2016, 17, 18, 19, you know. I would take five consecutive years Vlogmas days and watch them all and do that. I really can't talk anymore. But anyway, so yeah, I'd watch a bunch of Vlogmas Day 1s from Amberlynn on the first day of December and whatever. We did that last year on YouTube. I'm now rambling. I think we're going to do some kind of thing like that for this December, except it's going to be over on Twitch, twitch.tv/WiLLo Davis. We're probably going to just go back and watch some retro Amberlynn videos on there every day in December, or as often as I can. So you should definitely go follow me over on Twitch. You can search me over there. Just do twitch.tv/WiLLo Davis. If I didn't answer some of like the questions you had on the Amberlynn timeline here, I was very vague, so I wouldn't be surprised. You should go ahead and leave a comment, because I'm sure someone will be dying to answer your question, and they'll probably be wrong, because that's just how internet comments tend to go. But you should definitely ask down below, and a bunch of people try to answer. Maybe I will, and then be wrong, because that's the internet. So yeah, maybe one day I'll be free from this hell of reacting to Amberlynn videos, but till then, I'll catch you at the next one. Make sure you subscribe for more. WiLLo Davis out.